we have this is decreasing. If this is positive, this is increasing. Okay, so kung decreasing siya and then increasing ang right, so we have F. F has a relative minimum value. Okay? So, pwede na ta mag-graph, no? Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3. So, this is negative 3. So, atong i-assume na negative 16 kay diri na. So, we have here. Okay? So, decreasing, so meaning ingani siya of graph. Okay? If decrease, ang right side niya is increasing, so ingani siya, no? So, we have here, ana. Okay? So, next is we need to find the kung kung asa siya mo intersect sa y-axis o sa x-axis. So, here, so sa y-axis, we let x is 0. Okay, so we have f of x is equal to 0 squared plus 6 times 0 minus 7. So, this is negative 7. So, meaning, so, pani siya, ato lang siya yung assume na, this is negative 7. And then, so, for the x-axis, asa siya mo intersect. So, this is y equals 0. So, we have here x squared plus 6x minus 7 is equal to 0. So, factor, we have x plus 7, x minus 1. So, this is equal to 0. So, x is negative 7, x is positive 1. So, ito lang i-assume na this is negative 7, then this is 1. Okay? So, ingan na ang graph sa function. Okay, so please full screen siya. Done?
Yan, miss.
Okay. So, another practice. So, I will give you 10 minutes to plot the function x cubed minus 6x squared plus 9x plus 1. Okay, so time check. It's 8:25. Balik ta at 8:35. Okay, solve na. Class. Class. Na-solve na.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, please daw kung picture sa inyong ko ano, screenshot na i-post sa to ang ko group chat sa messenger. Inyong na form nga graph. Okay. Okay. So, let's check. So, we have here x cubed minus 6x squared. So, f of x is equal to x cubed minus 6x squared plus 9x plus 1. Okay. So, find the first derivative. So, we have 3x squared minus 12x plus 9. Okay, so next is we need to find critical value. So we have here 3x squared minus 12x plus 9 is equal to 0. So factor 3, so we have x squared minus 4x plus 3 is equal to 0. So ato na siya i-factor, we have x minus 3 times x minus 1 is equal to 0. So we have here x minus 3 is equal to 0. X minus 1 is equal to 0. So x is 3. So x is 1. Okay? Now, we create a table. So this is for f of x, f prime of x, and then the conclusion. Okay? So we have here x is 1, and then x is 3. So here we have x is less than 1, x is greater than 3, and then x is between 1 and 3. So we have x is greater than 1 but less than 3. Okay? So now, so let's check the behavior when x is less than 1. So we have we did ani mo 0 na. Kay 0 is less than 1. So we have f prime of 0. This is 3, 0 squared minus 12 times 0 plus 9. So this is equal to 9. So we have a positive first derivative. Now, we need to find the f of x when x is 1 5. Since this is a critical value, so we have f of 1 is equal to, so 1 cube minus 6 times 1 squared plus 9 times 1 plus 1. Okay? So we have 1 minus 6 plus 9 plus 1. Okay? Which is equal to 5. So we have here 5, and then the first derivative is 0 since this is a critical value. So next is we need to observe the first derivative between 1 and 3. So, sa may between 1 and 3. So, pwede ita sa 2. Okay, so we have here f prime of 2. So, this is equal to 3 times 2 squared minus 12 times 2 plus 9. Okay, so we have 3 times 4 minus 24 plus 9. So this is 12 minus 24 plus 9. So this is minus 12. So we have negative 3. So we have a negative first derivative between 1 and 3. Okay? So next is we need to find f of x when x is 3. So we have f of 3 is equal to 3 cubed minus 6, 3 squared plus 9 times 3 plus 1. Okay, so we have here 3 cubed is 27 minus 3 squared, which is 9 times 6. So this is 54 plus 27 plus 1. So this is just equal to 1. Right? 27 plus 27 is 54 minus 54. So this is 0 plus 1. So we have 1. Okay, so 1. And then the first derivative is equal to 0 since this x is equal to x is 3. So your 3 here is the critical value or the number. Okay, so next is when x is greater than 3. Okay, so mag-set of values like 4. So we have f prime of 4. So this is equal to 3 times 4 squared minus 12 times 4 plus 9. Okay, so 4 squared is 16 times 3. This is 48 minus 48. So 12 times 4 is 48 plus 9. So we have 9. So this is positive. Okay. So next is the conclusion. If f prime of x is positive, so this is increasing. Okay. Negative, this is decreasing. Positive, we have increasing. Okay. So positive, so increasing to decreasing. So we have f has a relative maximum value. Okay? So decreasing, increasing, so f has a relative minimum value. Okay, so now, pwede na ito mag-graph, no? So we have here one, two, four, five. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 1, 5. And then 3, 1 here. Okay, so sa diri class, so uh, intersect na siya sa y-axis, no? So we have here y-axis. So we let x equal 0. So this is f of x is equal to 0 cubed minus 6 times 0 squared plus 9 times 0 plus 1, which is equal to 1. So, na-intersect na siya ni rin. Okay, so here, so pwede na siya, ano na siya. So we have increasing ang left side. Okay, so when x is less than 1, so inana na siya. Okay, so next, decreasing, so paubos siya na. Okay, so next, when x is greater than 3, so this is increasing. Okay, so ingana ang function, ang graph sa function. Okay, so please close screen siya. Done. Done na class.
Yes, Miss.
Okay. So we have another, no? So running concave upward to downward. So this is another way, no? Para ma-graph na to ang function. Okay. So okay, so we have here only okay. So ang kani class mao ni ang mga gitawag og downward, no? Kani downward, concave downward. This one, this is concave upward. Okay. So from the definition, if upward siya, so meaning ang tangent line niya naa siya sa above. So the graph is above the tangent line. So ato siyang i-change ang color ha. So mao ni ang tangent line. So intersect naman siya 1 point. So ang graph niya sa concave upward kay naa siya sa ibabaw sa tangent. So same sad siya diri. Okay? So for downward, so naa sa ubos no sa tangent line ang graph for concave downward. So we have here ganyan. Okay? So maunay definition sa concave upward o downward. Okay? So through calculus, so through derivatives, so pwede na ito ma-determine if ang function, ang graph sa function ay concave upward or downward. So, ang magamit ani class is through second derivative test. Okay? So, if the second derivative is greater than 0, meaning f is concave upward. Okay? If less than 0, so the graph is concave downward. Okay? So another theorem, so this is a point of inflection. So meaning class, ang meaning sa point of inflection, so diri ang point na mo change siya from upward to downward or downward to upward. Okay? So we have the second derivative test. So same gihapon ni siya sa first, no? So lahi lang siya. Okay? So this is to determine if f has a relative maximum or relative minimum. So sa diri class, no need na ka mag-check no nga when x is less than or greater than the critical value, right? Ma-determine na to if f has a relative maximum or minimum. So diri, so no need na na. So ang ato lang need ani is the critical value. Okay? So ang buhaton ani class, first, we need to find the first derivative. Okay? Next is we need to solve for critical value. So, C. Okay? Next is we need to obtain the second derivative. So, whatever ang result sa second derivative, i-substitute dito ang critical value. If it's positive, so meaning f has a relative minimum. If it's negative, f has a relative maximum. Okay? So, for example, para masabtan, so plot the graph f of x is equal to 1/4 x squared minus x plus 2. Okay? So, we have here f of x is equal to 1/4 x squared minus x plus 2. Okay, so first find the first derivative. So we have 1/2 x minus 1. Okay, so mura na siya 1/4 times 2 times x to the power of 2 minus 1. So mura na siyang 1/2 x to the power of 1. Okay, so next, we need to find the critical value. Okay, so we let f prime of x be equal to 0. So this is 1/2 x minus 1 equals 0. So we transpose ang 1. So we have positive. So multiply both sides by 2, which is ang x is 2. Okay, next, so we need to solve for the f double prime. Okay, so from here, so f double prime of x, so this is equal to 1/2. So paon na ang derivative sa 1/2 x minus 1. Okay, so pwede na ta mag-plot. Okay, so when x is equal to 2. Okay, so you have f of x, f prime of x, f double prime of x, and then the conclusion. Okay, so when x is 2, f of x, so we have f of 2 is equal to 1/4 times 2 squared minus 2 plus 2. Okay, so this is 1/4 times 4 minus 2 plus 2, which is equal to 1. So we have 1. Next, of course, this is 0 man, no? Kay, this is a critical value. Okay, so next, so given f double prime of x is equal to 1/2, so ato ni siyang i-substitute ang critical value. Pero sa ato palang second derivative class, so this is not affected, no? So this is equal to 1/2 kay waman siya x. Okay? So 1/2 is positive. So we have here. Okay? So from here, pwede na ta makahimo og conclusion, no? Okay, so balik ta sa theorem. Okay? So this is positive. So unsa man ang ma-conclude nato if the second derivative is positive. Okay, so here, from the second derivative test, so positive is greater than 0, meaning f has a relative minimum value. May question? Okay. So another, so mao ni ang first, no? So Wala na siya yan. Okay? So, another is the katong concave, upward, o downward, no? Unsa man to? Dara. So, if the second derivative is greater than 0, meaning the graph of f is concave upward. So, meaning f is concave upward. Okay? So, pwede na ta mag-graph here. So, this is 2, 1. So, 1, 2, 1, 2. So, 2, 1. Okay, so, before ta magkuan ha, kay atasan ni siyang i-check kung asa ni siya mo intersect. So, diri, pwede ta makahimo o asa siya mo intersect sa y-axis na. So, for the y-axis, so we let x is equal to 0. So, we have f of x is equal to 1/4 0 squared minus 0 plus 2, which is equal to 2. Okay, so, diri na siya na. Okay. So, muan na gani kag concave upward ang graph. So, meaning, yung ana na siya plus. Okay ha? If downward gani, kung naa ni diri ang relative minimum maximum, so yung ana na ang downward. Okay, so ato na siyang i-graph. So, we have here parabola niya siya plus. Okay, so here's the graph of the function using the second derivative test. Okay, so please go screenshot. Done?
Done, Miss.
Okay, so another example. So we have here f of x is equal to negative 1/3 x cubed plus 3x squared minus 5x. Okay, so first find the first derivative. So f prime of x, so this is negative x squared plus 6x minus 5. Okay, next we need to find the critical value or the point or the number. So we let this be equal to 0. So negative x squared plus 6x minus 5 is equal to 0. Okay, so factor, we have negative x and then x. So para makakuha tag 6x, so we have negative 5 plus 1. So let's check. It's negative x squared, positive 5x, positive x. So we have 6x. 1 times negative 5, so this is correct. So we have here negative x plus 1 equals 0, x minus 5 equals 0. So negative x is negative 1, so x is 1. Okay? So here, x is 5. Okay, so next, we need to find the, so solve for the second derivative. So double prime. Okay, so f double prime of x. So this is negative 2x plus 6. Okay, so we can create the table. Okay, so we have f of x, f prime of x, f double prime of x, and then d conclusion. Conclusion. Okay. So we have here x is equal to 1 and then x is equal to 5. Okay. When x is 1, so our f of x, so we have f of 1. So this is negative 1/3 times 1 cube plus 3 times 1 squared minus 5 times 1. Okay. So this is negative 1/3 plus, this is 3 minus 5. So we have minus 2. Okay, so this is equal to 3 minus 1. So this is minus 6. So we have negative 7 over 3. So this is approximately equal to negative 2.33. So this is negative 2.33. Okay, so next, ang f prime of x, so this is 0, okay, this is a critical number. So next, so ato ning i-substitute no, ang 1 sa second derivative. So we have the second derivative of 1, so this is negative 2 times 1 plus 6. So we have negative 2 plus 6, which is equal to 4. So this is positive. Wait, sa mag-charge ako. Okay? So next, x equals 5. Okay, so we have here f of 5. So, ato ni siyang i-substitute sa f of x ha. So this is negative 1/3 5 cubed plus 3 times 5 squared minus 5 times 5. Okay, so this is negative 1/3 times 25 times 5. So this is 125 plus 25 times 3. This is 75 minus 25. Okay, so we have here negative 125 over 3 plus 50. So we have 3 negative 125 plus 150, which is equal to 25 over 3, which is approximately equal to, so 8 times 3 is 24, so we have 8.30. So it's 8.33. So f prime of x, so this is 0 by critical value. Okay? So, ang second derivative, so ato ra na siyang i-substitute no? So, we have second derivative at 5. So, this is negative 2 times 5 plus 6. So, this is equal to negative 10 plus 6, which is negative 4. So, we have the negative. Okay? So, ato nang gamiton ang second derivative. Okay? If it is positive, so meaning na atay relative minimum. Okay? If negative ang second derivative, so natay relative maximum. Okay? So for concave upward and downward, if it is positive, so this is concave up. Okay? If this is negative, so we have concave down. Okay? So, pwede na tayong graph, no? Sa mani, 1, okay, so we have 1. So 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. And then negative 2, so 1, 2, 3. So when x is 1, so we have negative 2.38. So diri na siya na. Okay? When x is 5, so we have 8.33. So diri na siya. Okay? Okay. So now, so for x equals 1, so mao ni ang relative minimum. So concave up siya, so meaning ingani iyang graph. Okay? So when x is 5, so mao ni ato ang relative maximum na. So concave down, so ingani iyang graph. Okay, so diri atong i-check no kung asa ni siya mo-intersect. So, sa diri class, for the y axis, so let x is 0. So from here no, makita man din nato nga this is equal to 0. So it's f of 0, we have negative 1/3 0 cubed plus 3 0 squared minus 5 times 0. So this is equal to 0. So no intersection. So nanay siya ang graph. Okay. Okay, so here so, ingana na ang forma sa graph sa negative 1/3 x cubed plus 3x squared minus 5x. Okay? Question? Okay, please kung screenshot. Ban?
Done.
Okay. So, from here sa first derivative o second derivative, so ato na siyang i-apply na po, no? So, na ako'y, we have 4 examples. Okay? So, for the first example, find the minimum value of the function. Okay, so saan ito na ito pagkuha sa minimum value. So, para madali ta ato ta sa second derivative test, no? So, kung na ka minimum, so dapat ang second derivative test at c is greater than 0. Okay? So, we have here f of x is equal to 2x cubed minus 15x squared plus 24x plus 90. Okay, so for the first derivative, so we have 6x squared minus 30x plus 24. Okay, so next is we need to find the critical value. Okay, so we have, so equate ni siya no by 0, so it's 6x squared minus 30x plus 24 equals 0. So factor 6, so we have x squared minus 5x plus 4 is equal to 0. So factor, so this is x minus 4 times x minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, so here we have x minus 4 is 0, x minus 1 is 0, so we can imply that x is 4 and x is 1. Okay? So, ato ni siyang i-check if minimum ba ni siya o maximum. Okay, so we have, so ato ni siyang i-plot. So, we have x is 1, x is 4. Okay, so we have f of x, f prime of x, and then the second derivative of x. So we have the conclusion. Okay, so we have here when sa f of x, no? So ato ni siya, so we have f of 1. So ato rin siya i-substitute. So this is 2, 1 cube minus 15, 1 squared plus 24 times 1 plus 19. So this is 2 minus 15 plus 24 plus 19. So this is negative 15 plus 19. So we have 4, 28. So we have third. Okay. So this is 30. Next, when x is 4, so we have f of 4. This is 2 times 4 cubed minus 15 times 4 squared plus 24 times 4 plus 19. So, 4 cubed. So, 4 times 4 is 16 times 4, so 64. So, 64 times 2 is 128. Okay? So, minus 15 times 4 squared, we have 16 plus, so 24 times 4, we have 16. So, we have 96 plus 19. So, this is 128 minus, so 15 times 16. So, this is 90. So, we have 240 plus 96 plus 90. Okay, so which is equal to, so 128 plus 96. So 128 plus 96. So this is 14, 10, 12. So 224 plus 19. So this is 13. So we have 243 minus 240 is equal to 3. Okay, so we have here 3. So for the first derivative, so this is 0, no? So next is we need to find, so to observe the second derivative, no? So find the second derivative. So this is f double prime of x. So gikan ta diri ha. So we have 12x minus 30. So gikan siya diri. So kuha na to ang derivative. Okay? So when x is 1, so we have f double prime of 1. So this is 12 times 1 minus 30. So this is 12 minus 30, which is negative 18. So we have a negative. And then f double prime of 4, so we have 12 times 4 minus 30. So this is 48 minus 30, which is equal to 18. So we have a positive. Okay? So by the second derivative test, if it is negative, so we have a relative maximum. Okay? If it is negative, if positive, we have a relative minimum. Okay? Pero ang gipangayo sa question is the minimum value na. So meaning, naa diri ang minimum. So therefore, the minimum value is at x is equal to 4. So your f of x is equal to 3. Okay, now f of 4. Okay? So please kog screenshot. Okay, done. Done ang screenshot, class?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. So another problem is, suppose that a ball is shown straight up into the air and its height after t second is 4 plus 48t minus 16t squared feet. Okay? Determine how long it will take for the ball to reach the maximum height and determine the maximum height. Okay? So we let f of t. Okay, so f of t is equal to f of t is equal to 4 plus 48t minus 16t squared. Okay, so fine. So where your t here is the seconds, no? Represent the seconds. Okay, so we have first derivative. So this is 48 minus 32t. Okay, next is we need to find the critical value. So we have 48 minus 32t is equal to 0. So this is negative 32t is for negative 48. So t here is negative 48 over negative 32. So this is divisible by 16. So we have here 16 times 3 is 48. 16 times 2 is 32, which is, this is 1.5. No? Okay, so next, we need to find the second derivative. So this is the second derivative is negative 32. Okay, so substitute the value of t. Okay, to determine if it is minimum or maximum. So your t here is 3 halves, which is, this is not affected kay waman siya variable, so this is negative 32. So if it is negative, so meaning sa may negative, so this is the relative maximum. Okay, so meaning kaning t, so 1.5 seconds siya maka-reach siya maximum height. So next is we need to find, so find the maximum height. So nakuha na nato ang time, no, na maka-reach siya og maximum height, which is 1.5 seconds. So ato na siya i-substitute. So f of 1.5, 3 halves lang. F of 3 halves. So this is equal to 4 plus 48 times 3 halves minus 16 times 3 halves squared. Okay, so we have here 4 plus, so this is 24 times 3. So 12, so we have 72 minus, so 3 halves squared, so this is 9 over 4. So 9 times 4, we have 36. So kung ano na ha, 16 times 9 over 4. So 1 times 4. So 9 times 4 is 36. So 4 plus 72 minus 36, so we have 40. So meaning, ang maximum height, so therefore, so sa multiplication, the maximum height is 40, sa may 40 feet at 1.5 seconds. Okay? So this is the final answer. So question? Okay, my question. So please go screenshot. Done.
Done, Miss.
Okay. So another example. So we have you want to plant a rectangular garden along one side of house. So with fence on the other three sides of the garden. So ingani siya form. So kung na kay balay diri. So mao ni ang house no. Okay? So ganahan ka maghimo garden. So diri na siya no. So tulo ra gyud ni siya kay mao ni atubangan sa imong house. Okay? So find the dimension of the largest garden that can be enclosed using 40 feet of fencing. Okay, so ang 40 feet ani so mao ni ang perimeter. So 40 feet. Okay? So sa diri class, so ang formula sa perimeter so i-add ra man ano so ato lang ni siyang i-represent as length. This is our width. Okay? So here, so we have 2L plus W. Okay? O may labot ni diri nga side no. And then there are ways nga makahimo ta og 40 feet nga perimeter no. So ang ato ang pangitawon ani is the largest garden. So meaning ang area no. So ang formula sa area is length times width. So unsa man ang mga dimension ani no sa atong fence para makakuha ta 40 feet. So possible siya nga siya ning i-graph ha. So natay mga possibility no. Okay, so we have here na. Okay, so possible siya nga we have 10, 10, this is 20. Another, pwede siya 12, 12, 16. Another, we have 15, 15, 10. Pero ang atong kuan ano is dapat ma-maximize nato ang perimeter. So unsaon man siya. So this is true first derivative. So we have here, so maghimo pa ta sa equation. Okay, so ato ni siyang i-substitute na sa P. So we have 2L plus W is equal to 40. So write this as in terms of W. So we have W is equal to 40 minus 2L. Okay? So ato na siyang i-substitute sa area. So we have um, length is fixed and then ang W here is 40 minus 2L, which is this is a function of L no. So we have 40L minus 2L squared. Okay? So first, we need to find the derivative. So a prime of L, so this is 40 minus 4L. Okay? Next is we need to find the critical value. Okay, so we have, so i-ato ra ni siyang i-equate by 0, no? So 40 minus 4L is equal to 0. So this is negative 4L, which is negative 40. So L is 10. Okay, so ato siyang i-check, no? If mao ba gini ang maka-maximize, no? So here, kuha na to ang second derivative. Okay, which is negative 4. So if we have a double prime of 10, so this is negative 4. If we have a negative second derivative, so meaning this is a maximum. Okay? So meaning we have L equals 10. So ato ni siya substitute. So we have 40 minus 2 times L is 20. So we have 20. So ang area, so So area is length times width. So we have length with 10 times 20. So we have 200 sa may kuha na feet squared. Okay? So for the conclusion, the dimension of the largest garden, so that can be enclosed by using 40 feet of fencing is 10 by 20 feet. Okay, so we have with an area of 200 feet, so feet squared. Okay, so that's how we maximize or minimize. So using the kuan first o second derivative. Okay, so please go screenshot. Done.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So since we don't have time naman na, so for the example 4, so I will leave it as an exercise no. So ang answer ani kay ang x is 4,000. Okay? So sa next meeting kay mosulod tagamay sa integral no. Sa Thursday na ta mag-practice with an exercise na recorded. Okay? So di na ta mag-quiz. Na inig next meeting ana kung sa my date. So we have here so sa 6 o 30 pa din. So sa 30 kay mag-discuss ko sa introduction of integral calculus. And then sa June 1 kay mag-exercise ta with practice ha. And then next inig June 6. So mao ni ato ang finals. Okay, question. So ako ning butang sa G-class ang presentation. Pero mga afternoon na kay napakoy klase after ako. Okay? Question? So inyong attendance mga please po fill out
None,
sa
miss.
Okay, so why question? So that's all for today. Goodbye class.